the head coach, Brent Vernon, and coach come up a little short, 86-79, ran out of buckets down the stretch, not enough baskets, and with a good team like Georgetown, they just keep that pressure on you,
yes.
and ended up being the difference.
It did. Very good team they have. Obviously disappointed for our guys for a lot of reasons, but we really battled hard. We hung in there, knew it'd be a game of runs, and unfortunately for us, they had their last run later than we did, and they stayed on top at the end.
You talked at the top of the broadcast, you get to moments like this, points in the season, you got to have some big guys step up. And early Deion Evans, Jawan Durant had some big shots. Ronald Taylor really kind of to spark you and do some of that heavy lifting that others may have done throughout the season. It was nice to see that early in the contest.
It was, and I think, again, it shows the type of team we have. I want to say guys stepped up. I believe talent-wise, they are a top 5 team in America. And we played them 3 times, and personally I think we should have beat them 3 times. We just didn't come through in the clutch in a couple different times. So what I was just telling our guys is I think we can really compete with anybody there is. Hopefully we still got that chance. I really believe we do from what we've done. Probably need some things to maybe still go our way, but I really like where we're at, and we've got to put this one behind us, be disappointed for a little bit, and get ready to go back to work.
You guys tonight, Coach, didn't have an answer for Dominic Reed in the mid-range. It was really, maybe he might have very well been the difference in this ball game. He was able to step out and hit mid-range shot after mid-range shot and really kind of keep you guys at bay at times. He was
the difference, and it's sort of been like that all year. We've talked about he's not a good shooter. He's pretty good around the rim, but he's made 1 of 4 threes on the year. He's not a good shooter, but at Georgetown, the way they play, they give their guys, a little bit of equal opportunity, and that's fine. And we had to play to the numbers of what we felt like was the best way for us to guard them. And he made he got hot and made some shots the last 7, 8, 9 minutes. And again, a senior into that situation did what he was supposed to do.
And Andrew Smith finished with 19 points, Coach, 9 of 11 from the floor. When he could get to work, back to the basket, whether it was Reed, Jones, Coffey, whoever, it really didn't matter. But I think maybe the thing that you're probably most frustrated about, and I know when I look down, it's kind of laughable, he shot 0 free throws on 11 attempts.
I don't know what to say. I mean, these guys, it's a tough job. I understand that. But for us to shoot, for us to play in a 40-minute game with the best post in the league, and we shoot 7 free throws to 19, and 3 of those came because of one-on-ones in the last 15 seconds, to probably make it look a little better for them in their job, it's pretty disappointing because he's too good of a player to get punished like that.
Felt like a couple of times clear fouls not called, but again, I guess at this point, water under the bridge, and then late, I felt like Jacob Conway was over the back of Hagan Tyler, and that may have been the last kind of best opportunity for you guys before they stretched it out.
Right, again, 15 fouls to 10, a little bit of a difference, but they shoot 19 to our 7. Again, 3 of ours were late. It's just hard to explain. It's one of those, as a coach, you'll never understand and figure it out. But I've got to do a better job of moving on from it. A little too emotional, obviously, in a big game like this. But our guys battled, and I'm so proud of them.
And I give you an opportunity to vent a little bit. Everybody needs that from time to time. You guys now in a similar boat to last year. You kind of have to play the waiting game. The resume speaks for itself. It appears to be good enough, but you're going to have to wait on some of these other conference tournaments to kind of play out, see where the automatics, end up going. And you're hoping for all chalk if you're a Tigers fan.
Right.
You're wanting some of the teams the top 25 poll and different things to claim those automatic bids, and certainly that opens the door even wider for you all.
It does. There's been 1 or 2 upsets already. There's been 1 or 2 that's gone our way. I think including our tournament, there's still 5 available out there. 3 of them start late next week. There's a game going on right now that could have some implications. Hopefully it goes our way. The Life-Pikeville game plays a pretty big factor in it. If Pikeville wins and it goes our way, if Life does what a good team does and gets to compete tomorrow, it could change things a little bit. So it does stink. You got to play the waiting game a little bit. It's a whole nother week longer than normal. Normally we know by this coming Wednesday, but we're going to have to wait till the following Wednesday. It would be a shame if they didn't make it. Our guys have done exactly what they've had to do all year. We have battled some injuries, and that's part of it, but I'm really proud of them.
Coach, a valiant effort this weekend.
Thanks,
and
I really appreciate it.
I hope we're doing this in Kansas City.
Yes,
in a few
sir.
weeks.
Me too. Thank you.
Coach Brent Vernon and the Tigers here this evening drop a close one to Georgetown. Final score 86-79. They now await their fate in the NAIA, releasing the NAIA bracket. That'll happen, I believe, on the 13th of March.